Hey guys, this is Josh Saxton with Keller Williams Executives and Evolve Home Group. Happy Friday to you all. Hope you had a great week and hope you have an even better weekend ahead. Welcome. This is episode number 1. We've done it, guys. Mark this one down, mark this day down in the record books, because that's how this is going to be. I'm excited to bring you a topic today. We're going to be diving into a topic every single week. The Real in Real Estate is this video series, and today's topic, and we'll dive right into it, is the first 2 steps you can do to purchase a house, to set yourself up the best way you absolutely can to purchase a house. The first step, number 1, we'll get right into it, as I said, is know what you're looking for and where you're looking for it. There's a couple ways to do that. There's this really crazy thing, kind of cool thing called Google that you can use. I would also get in your vehicle and drive around. If you're not able to do that, have someone else do it for you, just to know the areas. Drive around, check out restaurants, check out the schools, do your research on the schools, this and that. The other piece that you can do, and there are these insights available to you now because technology is unbelievable. It's kind of like blowing my mind how great some of this stuff is that's upcoming. And it's stuff that I didn't even have available when I bought my house. But one of the things you guys can do is get on HomeBot. It's specifically HomeBot for Buyers is the name of it. It's unbelievably cool, guys. The 2 insights that I love so much about this HomeBot for Buyers is, the first one is that you guys are going to get insight into the neighborhood itself. It's going to tell you exactly how many bedrooms and bathrooms you can actually afford in that specific neighborhood, which is unbelievable. You can say, I'm looking at a $300,000 house in this zip code, and you punch it in, and it'll literally say, okay, well, you can afford a 3-bedroom. You should be able to afford about a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in there. You go to the zip code right next to it, and you might see 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, which is crazy. So that kind of insight's unbelievable. You can use that. You can write those things down so that when it does come to your search, you know where to search and where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. It might literally be across the street and you never even know it. So that's very cool. The second insight into HomeBot for Buyers is a temperature gauge. It actually tells you on a scale of 0 to 100 how hot that neighborhood is, how quickly the houses are on the market for. It'll tell you exactly how quickly you really need to be on the trigger when it comes to actually searching in that neighborhood. And I think it's a huge and very valuable insight for you to know that, looking in that neighborhood, you're going to have to be on your stuff. You need to be submitting offers. You need to be, when you are searching, you're going to have to really hit it. And it's not in a bad way. This is not to scare you guys. This is to tell you that you need to know these things. You need to know how much you can get in that specific neighborhood. You need to know, the school districts. You need to know so many pieces and aspects to it. And HomeBot for Buyers is a very, very critical tool. And it's something that you and I think you should actually set up weeks, even months before you actually really get into the home search part of it, because by the time you do get to the home search, you're going to be well engaged and ready to go, and you're going to know exactly where you want to live with no questions, which is great. So to get that, you guys can reach out to a real estate agent. You can reach out to me. I can get you set up on it very, very quickly and easily. A lot of lenders are going to have it for you guys too. So there's a few people out there that can get you on that, and I would highly recommend getting on that sooner than later. The second piece of this, the number 2 for those counting at home, is that you want to have your credit and your finances in order to buy a house. There's a few more pieces to it, but those are really the 2 major ones. You want a 620 credit score or higher. Sometimes it can be lower. Sometimes there's a few other things to it. But for down payment assistance programs, closing cost assistance programs, they usually typically try to see a 620 score or higher, and that's 620 with all 3 scores. So there's a few ways that you guys can do that through Credit Karma and through a few other things. If you're just not sure about your credit, you will be able to get that information once you do go and try and pre-qualify for a house. They'll be able to tell you exactly what it is. And if you're not there yet, if you have a good lender and you have good people on your side, they can get you set up so that you are set up for success in the next couple of months instead of a year out. And then when you are ready, you try to qualify and you just don't qualify. That's no bueno, guys. So that is so that's the other piece. Get your credit in order. With credit cards, you can do minimum credit cards now. They can do a lot of things. They're really looking for and what really everybody's looking for as far as getting you qualified for a house is payments. They want to see consistent payments. That's why, even though having a car loan kind of sucks, at the same time, you're making consistent payments, they're going to be able to see those types of things. The same thing goes with your credit cards. Always be making your minimum payments, make them on time. That stuff can set you back dramatically when you're not doing those things. So the other piece of this is the financing piece. You guys are going to want to have at least 1 to 3% down. It could be more or less. It's not usually less than that 1% down. to be able to buy a house. You do not need to have 20% down. If you do, that's unbelievably awesome, and call me. But really, if you have 20% down, go for it, because it's gonna give you a lot lower rate. There's a lot more pieces to it. You have just so much more firepower in buying a house when you have that kind of money down. But if you just don't have it, that's okay too, and just know that there are those programs available for you. But to just have that 1 to 3% down. Very easy to remember when you're looking at, again, that $300,000 house example. You want to have at least, at minimum, $3,000 and upwards of $9,000 to bring to the table. That can be a savings account. You can get that gifted from family, which is unbelievable. You got to love family. They're there to support you as well, and don't be afraid to have those conversations. I did on my house. So the other piece is to have that financing in order, and that should cover the total amount that you guys need to bring to the table when it comes to buying a house. So those are the first two steps that you should look into. If you guys have any questions on those, you can feel free to reach out to me, Josh at EvolveHomeGroup.com. You can go to our website, EvolveHomeGroup.com, and there's a few other ways to do it as well on Instagram and Facebook to look me up. But anyways, hope you guys got a little bit of information. I hope that's helpful for you. We did go over the 5 minutes today, but this is the video of one, so I'm going to get better at this as we go along. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Share it with everybody that you know, and hope again that this was very beneficial for you. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the day. We'll talk to you later. See you next week. Bye.